Glad to have you join us in the play space on All Saints Day 2024. Keith Avalone from Play Games. Sam is producing today's show as usual. Thanks for joining us at this early time. On this day, exactly 10 years ago, in fact, 10 years ago to this very moment, we were playing sports games in St. Paul. I'd made an impromptu trip to Minnesota for All Saints Day. Me and a bunch of Play Gamers met at Level Up Games in St. Paul to play sports games featuring teams with the Saints nickname. It was kind of one of those crazy ideas that I had. I guess I'm still having crazy ideas, but it seemed like it would be a fun thing to do. So I booked the flight, got the rental car, and made the trip on All Saints Day to St. Paul to play Saints teams. And it was really, I think back to that day fondly, often. It was really just a wonderful time, wonderful setting, wonderful people. And so today I thought we would sort of revisit it a decade later, play those same teams, get them back on the game table, and hopefully some of those same people are watching the stream today and probably remember that afternoon as fondly as I do. We have 3 games we're going to play. We have a 4th game we're going to finish. It's already started. We'll join that one first. All of these teams played on All Saints Day 2014, and we will see how they did or how they will do in 2024. There is one team that did not play, one of the Saints opponents for soccer. We'll improvise on that. That'll be, I believe, the last game we'll play will be the soccer game featuring the Southampton Saints and a team to be identified shortly. Let's go to the game table. We're going to start with football. It was the 2009 Vikings and Saints. We had Danny Sokolow played the Vikings. I believe it was Mike Olson that played the Saints, and I kind of kept score. And watched the game. It was a super exciting game. I've already got this game started on the game table, almost through the first period. And wouldn't you know it, Minnesota has just fumbled the ball in Saints territory. It's exactly what happened in the real game in 2009. There's no score, 0-0, and we will pick it up with two sequences left in the first period. And then we will play, looks like we're going to play hockey with the Minnesota Fighting Saints, revisiting their play-in game for the 1972-73 World Hockey Association playoffs against the Alberta Oilers. And then we'll play some baseball with the Minneapolis Millers and the St. Paul Saints, a very high-scoring Double-A league game. And then we'll wrap it up with our soccer game, the Southampton Saints. All right, so let's get back to the game table with the Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Again, scoreless. I forgot to put out my handy-dandy numbers on the table so you could keep track of the score. I'll just try to, maybe people can post the score in the chat room if necessary. I'll announce the score frequently, but I'll try to keep track of the score in the chat. All right. Well, I do apologize for not having those numbers printed and ready to roll. Sam will do his best to keep the score updated in the chat. Okay, so Saints have the ball inside their 35. And we're going to, I guess the Vikings just fumbled, so let me make this switch, put the Saints back on offense. And it's Drew Brees back at quarterback for the Saints. That's a comforting sight for us Saints fans. I know Ricky Berner's watching the game, but yeah.
He sure is.
Ricky, yeah, Drew. These are the Saints that we know and love. Not kind of not like what we are seeing these days in the Caesars Superdome. All right, here we go. Saints will do a pass sequence to start out against the safe defense. And looks like Brees is going to complete that for 3 zones. 1, 2, 3. That'll put them in Vikings territory, right around the 20. We'll go another passing sequence against a run defense. 56. Checking the Vikings' defensive backfield. They do not have any superior defenders, so that is going to be a completion result. And it is going to be an XP result, and it is going to be a touchdown for the Saints. So New Orleans 3 pass, and then a touchdown pass of 3, and that'll end the quarter with the Saints grabbing the lead. Let's see if Garrett Hartley can make the extra point, and he does. So it's 7-0 New Orleans as we start the second period. And on the kickoff, oh, it's an O result. Oh, it's a fumble. The Vikings fumble on the fumble to kickoff. That's their second lost fumble. The Saints will take over right there in business. So we won't even have to flip them. We'll try a pass sequence against a blitzing defense. It's funny how sometimes the tabletop sports games just sort of mirror what happened in real life. Of course, the Vikings did come back in that real life game. We'll see if that happens here. It's going to be another completion for Breeze. He will again throw a touchdown pass. So just like that, it is 14-0, New Orleans. Right after the two fumbles turned into 14 points for the Saints. Here's the kickoff. And this time it'll be a nice return for the Vikings. They'll get out to the fourth zone. So they'll be in scoring or near midfield. 14-0 right now? Yeah, 14-0. Saints up by 2 touchdowns. All right, so Brett Favre comes out for the Vikings. And he will go to the air against a safe defense. Let me get my chart set up correct here. 25. Looks like the solid. Oh, well, Anthony Herrera is a 0 on the Vikings offensive line, so it's a sack. So Favre is sacked, and they'll have to punt. And it will be a short punt. Only 2 zones, although that was kicking from midfield. Puts the Saints just outside the 35. So Minnesota 2 punt. All right. We'll try to establish some ball control here. A little run sequence for the Saints against a run defense. Probably not going to do much. And, they are going to get a gain. Let me check for zeros in the backfield. No, they're going to get a gain out of it. They're going to get a 1-zone gain. Right to midfield. Run again. Against a run again. And it looks like a big block from Jari Evans will free Pierre Thomas for the first down. Now Breeze will go to the air against a safe defense.
Chris Phillips wants to know what team your hoodie is.
That's the Minnesota. Okay, you can't see. Can you see it? The Minnesota Fighting Saints. Minnesota Fighting Saints. World Hockey Association. We'll get to them shortly. Actually, I was going to wear my New Orleans Saints shirt for this game, but so many Saints, so little time. All right, so the Saints have a first down here. They're going to do a passing sequence against a blitz, and it will be, let's see, complete. Looks like it's going to be an XP result. Yes. It's going to be another go result. I think we're going to have another touchdown for the Saints. Yep, scoring a third touchdown pass for Breeze from 4 zones out, roughly 45 yards. And the extra point is good. So it's New Orleans 21, Minnesota nothing. Well, just about a little more than halfway through the second quarter. A lot of time left. On the kickoff, let's see, the Vikings will take over right there. All right, so Favre's got his work cut out for him. Let's see if he can get Adrian Peterson moving here. We'll start with a run sequence against a blitz. With the Saints up 21-0. They're going to get a gain. Peterson's going to pick up 2 zones into Saints territory. We'll keep it on the ground against a safe. And it's a fumble. Wouldn't you know it? Let's check Peterson. Does he have the... he does not have the symbol. So it's a fumble. Well, so Peterson fumbles for the second time. And again, I hate to keep belaboring it, but that's exactly what happened in the real game. So the Saints will take over right there. And run sequence. See, Pierre Thomas is an A or better. He'll pick up 1 zone. into Minnesota territory. Passing sequence against a blitz. Let's see. Passers Y grade greater than 2. No, it is 2, so it's going to be incomplete. So Breeze is almost picked off. And they will have to punt. It's too far out for Hartley. And that will be, let's see, it's an O result. So 4 zones. It'll be a touchback. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, touchback. So the Vikings take over here. Well, here. And now we're inside the 2-minute warning. 3 sequences left. And they'll try to get something. Pass sequence for the Vikings. And checking the Saints' defensive backfield. I guess I got to switch these guys out, don't I? And Darren Sharper is going to make the play to pick it off. Wow. So Favre is intercepted. 1 zone ahead. So the Saints will possibly tack on a field goal here. So that's the 3rd turnover for Minnesota. There's 2 sequences left. So they'll get 1 sequence to pass, and it's against a safe defense, isn't it? That'll be... No, that won't be broken up. I got to switch this out. I know they don't have any 2 defensive backs for the Vikings, though. And we're asking for 2 of them. So it is complete, but only for 1 zone. So as the clock runs down, here comes Hartley for the field goal. Yet he's double A from zone 2. That's going to be 11-63, and he makes it. So it's New Orleans 24, Minnesota nothing at the half. So in the game we played in Minnesota 10 years ago, it was actually quite close. 20-17 was the final. You can read the recap on the blog post. I copied over the blog post that I made after the trip, and you can read how all these games actually turned out in Minnesota. All right, here's the kickoff. Looks like Minnesota will be kicking off to the Saints because the Saints kicked off to start the game, and Saints will start at the 20. All right. Well, I think they just want to try to drain the clock. We'll do a run sequence against a pass defense. That will be checking for 0 players on the run. I see Devery Henderson is 0. Are there any others? Nope, just Devery Henderson. So that will be a gain for Reggie Bush. Picks up 2 zones. Run again. Safe defense. That'll be no gain, but they do get a 3rd down attempt. We'll try passing against a pass sequence. Pass defense, rather. He is a D or better, so he is going to complete. We're going to have a video review, though. Let's see how far it goes. 2 zones, and the video review is turned over on a 6. So 2 zones for the Saints. After further review, the play stance is called. And the Saints are knocking at the door inside the Vikings 40. Run against a blitz. 16. XR. Man, what's up? This is just a dominating offensive performance. It's going to be a touchdown for the Saints. New Orleans 3 zones run. Let's see. It will be Bell. Mike Bell scoring. And the extra point is good. So the Saints are up 31-0. Here's the kickoff. I'm thinking right now it's out of reach. 2 on the kickoff. So the Vikings start here. Favre's got a pass. And that will help. It is a red defense. Let's check. Are there any defensive linemen for the Saints rated? Oops, look what I just did. 0 on the pass. Yep, Cedric Ellis. So that'll be a gain. Hang on. Yes, it'll be a complete gain of. It's an X gain. It is a 4-zone gain. So finally, the Vikings get something going. And they're in Saints territory. Passing again. 54, and it's a fumble. Oh, my gosh. So the Vikings fumble it away again. That's crazy. All right, so the Saints will take over at their own 25. Up 31-0. And we'll do a run sequence. 43. Let's see. That'll be a gain for the Saints of 1 zone. We'll stay on the ground. And let's check the defensive backfield for the Vikings. And nobody's going to stop Reggie Bush. He'll pick up 2 zones. We'll stay on the ground. Safe defense. And it's a fumble for the Saints. Check for the symbol. Oh, Pierre Thomas does have it. Let's see if he has the ball. No, but Mike Bell, again, carried the ball. So Mike Bell fumbles. And the Vikings get the turnover. But the Saints still lead the turnover battle, 4-1. All right, Favre back to pass against a run sequence. Looks like that is going to be a big completion for Favre. 3 zones. Pass again. Safe defense. And checking for, Sidney Rice is going to catch this one for 2 zones. Just inside the 10 for the Vikings. Try AP to run it in, even though he's fumbled the ball a couple times. 56 on a safe defense. Checking that Saints defensive line. I don't see. Oh, yep. Charles Grant is a 0, so he'll score. So AP scores. Blows past Charles Grant for the touchdown. The extra point is good. So as we come to the end of the third quarter, you got 1 sequence left. It's 31-7. Wonder if they should have gone for 2 on that. Down by 31 because you'd need them just kind of adding them. I think you have to have at least 1 point. All right, so I'll just do that. All right, here's the Saints kickoff. Or rather, the Vikings kickoff. The Saints will take over at their at the 20. As the period comes to an end. So we start the fourth period with the Saints up 31-7. And they've got the ball. Run. Against a pass. Home team on defense? No. It's too bad because it would have been a fumble. So not much room and a 3rd down conversion attempt for the Saints. We'll try a pass. Against a pass sequence. Incomplete. I believe this is the Saints' first punt. And it could be a bad one. It's a 3-zone punt. So the Vikings will take over here, just outside the 50. And they need to score and score quickly. Pass sequence. Against the safe defense. Looks like their offensive line is... Oh, there's Anthony Herrera again, who's a 0. Anthony Herrera gives up the sack. Well, they got to go for it. On 4th and long. Pass sequence. Wow, look at that, though. Another fumble. Favre is hit and fumbles. We do a video review. It's not going to change anything, though, even if it's turned over. It'll still be a turnover on downs then. So, well, let's just see. Yeah, it was ruled not a fumble, but it doesn't matter. The Saints are still going to get the ball. And I think that is going to be it. Let's go ahead and 31-7 Saints. And the Superdome crowd is going crazy. Probably going to bring in the reserves at this point with 10 minutes to go. They'll run one more sequence with the starters. Offense penalty kills the drive. Too far for Hartley. So the punt goes 2 zones. There's 7 minutes left. Passing sequence for the Vikings. Oh, all right. Well, they're going to get a completion of 1 zone. Under the coverage. Passing again. Pressure from... Oh, let's flip this over. Oops. It's pressure from Will Smith, but not enough pressure. And Favre is going to complete it. Oh, it's a big gain. 3 zones. Pass again. Let's check the offensive backfield for the Vikings. Are there 2 twos back there? No, there's only 1. Just Favre. So it'll be incomplete, but they do get a 3rd down play. Try running with AP. Jabari Greer is going to get rolled over for a touchdown run from AP. So Peterson blows past Jabari Greer. Now I guess they got to go for 2. We'll try a run. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. So plus 2 XP makes it 31-15. And we got about 4 minutes left. And on the kickoff return, it will be 4 zones. Saints get a good kickoff return, so they'll start right there. Run sequence. Pass defense. Let's see. Let's check. Yeah, there's going to be 1. I think I'm looking for a superior blocker on the Saints offensive line. That would be Jari Evans, the All-Pro. So he's going to cut down Pat Williams and 2-zone pickup for Pierre Thomas. 2-minute warning. Run sequence again. And a big stop for E.J. Henderson will slow down. Oh, and they're not going to get the conversion either. So there's New Orleans 0 run. Bell is stopped. They'll try the field goal. From 3 zones out, it will be 11-45 for Garrett Hartley. And he misses it. So it remains 31-15, but there's only a minute left to play, so garbage time. Let's see if they do anything here. It'll be complete. 3 zones. They're just giving them the yards. And 1 last sequence. Favre is going to connect for the touchdown. I need to flip this over, but I know that Favre is a 2. He'll find Rice for the touchdown. And we'll just kick the extra point. So that will make it final score. New Orleans 31, Minnesota 22. I guess they would have gone for 2, wouldn't they have? I'm gonna have them go for 2. Because it would make it is no, that would make it 31-20. Yeah, then they'd be within 8, wouldn't they? Yeah, they'll go for 2. Why not? Run sequence. Oh, they might even get it. They do not get it. So 31-21 will be our final, as they missed the 2-point conversion. All right, there you go. So the Saints, a game that was not as close as the score might indicate. Saints 31, Minnesota 21. And the Saints take the lead in our All Saints Day sequence, 1-0. All right, let me get this off the table, and we will switch to hockey. The Minnesota Fighting Saints against the then Alberta Oilers. Let's get this off the table. Where's my instruction sheet? I guess it's here. Well, Ricky, what'd you think about that? That was kind of refreshing to see after all these years. All right. Now we're going to get out hockey. Now, we just played a bunch of hockey in Utah, but it was all full play. So I've not played express hockey for a while. But I think I'll remember how to play it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got our. We'll put the empty net mini chart up there. I want to make sure everybody can see everything. Put my instructions here. All right, here's the Alberta Oilers coming onto the ice. And we're just going to, per the rules, just not worry about positions or lines or anything. We're just going to set them up in stacks of 3. Oop, I must have a stack of 4 in there somewhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I need to get. Oh, here it is. All right, and the goalie will be Jack Norris for the Oilers. They're going to be the visiting team. And here come the Minnesota Fighting Saints. I always love that logo and the name. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with there's McMahon, Lilliholm, Ball, Pearson, Arbor, and Wayne Connolly. Jim Johnson, Fred Speck, and Blaine Ridman. Connick, Paradise, and Hampson. Oh, there's Klatt. I want to make sure I've got. I definitely want to get Klatt in there. 3, 3, 3, 3. I think we're going to take out. We want Klatt in there for sure. We'll take out Morrison, I think. Keep him as a reserve. And Curran will be in the net for the Fighting Saints. All right, I believe we are ready. We've got our dice. And let's see if I remember how to play this. Oh, I need a score sheet, don't I? Let's put this over here. Where did I put my score sheet? There it is up there. Okay.
The cards are mostly in here. Top board is not. Is that okay?
That's fine. The top board is the empty net mini chart. We're not going to probably use that. Or if we do, it'll be for one sequence at the end of the game. So we're good with leaving that off. All righty. So it's Alberta at Minnesota. I realize I don't have an official Hockey Blast Express score sheet. I need to make one of those. So it is. Let me just. Where is my? Here it is. 4 5-minute segments per period. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if goals are scored, we stay in that segment. Here we go. Let's see. A 3 is. I need to check this. Right. Red die is a 3. It's a penalty rating check. Right. That's what I'm remembering. So penalty rating check, but of 4 versus 3. So home 4. Looks like Ball's going to get the penalty. So Alberta's going to go on the power play. And let's swap them out. So we start out with a penalty, and Alberta on the power play. I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything on the power play thing. Oh, all right. Home team gets an automatic power play goal. No save roll. One-on-one comparison. Oh, that's right. And the other thing is power play goal chance. That's right. Penalized team gets to make a play save. All right, so that's what it is. That's the power play. So a play save roll. Gosh, it's been a while since I played this. So a play save roll for Karan. 1, 2, or 3. He saves it. So Karan makes the save. All that for nothing. All right. So they killed the power play. We already rotated the players. So now we go to the second segment. And it's 5v5. Oh no, it's going to be a visitor scoring chance on 55. Home player in 5 stops the goal with a square, and he does not have the square. Otherwise, it's a goal. So Jim Johnson gives up the goal. So Alberta with a goal. Let's go ahead and roll and see who got it. 4. Third best shot rating. That would be Johnson. I'm sorry. Barry. So Alberta takes the lead. Let's go and rotate the players. It's 5 and 5. All right. And now we have a regular quality check, 4v2. And we're going to check for the hit quality, and neither of them have it. So that'll end that segment. We go to the third segment. Connolly moves to the bottom. And it's another visitor scoring chance. Any visitor player with the triangle symbol creates the goal, but look at that. None of them have it. No triangles up there, so a missed opportunity for Alberta. And we will rotate Carlisle and Pearson. So the Saints defense hangs tough. And another visitor scoring chance. Visitor defense stop breakaway chance. Home goalie must make a spec save. So Karan's got to make the spec save. And he does! Another spectacular save for Karan. Wow. And we will swap out. Let's see, 5 and 1. All right. So some spectacular goaltending from Karan. All right, let's see. We're going to check choice player against visitor 2. I think they're going to probably go with it's not much of an advantage. I think they'll just go ahead and go with McMahon, because he will definitely kill off the skill and smart and maybe get power. But it's nothing. So that'll be the end of the period. Alberta with a 1-0 lead. Go ahead and swap those two out. But man, it could easily have been like 3-0. So let's go and move on to the second period. And there's another penalty check between the choice player on home against, he's a 0. So they better have a 0 here. Oh, they do not have a 0, so they're going to have to take the penalty anyway. So another power play for Alberta. Let's go ahead and, who do we want? We'll move Lily home. And Karan's got to make another spec save. Or rather a play save. And he does not. So it's a power play goal for Alberta. And let's see who got it. 8. Player with the best shot rating for, that would be Patnode. So Alberta has a 2-0 lead. We'll go ahead and rotate him since he's got the goal. And it's going to be a home scoring chance. That's good for Minnesota. Visitor goalie must make a shot save. 1 or a 2. He does not. So Minnesota gets that goal back. We're still in the first segment. And let's see who got that. Second best shot rating. That will be, looks like McMillan. So it's 2-1. Let's move McMillan. And I think I'm supposed to rotate. Well, that's right. I already did for the power play. All right. We're still in that first segment. Oh, it's another home scoring chance. Any home player with a triangle symbol creates a goal. We'll call it Collat. And just like that, it's 2-2. Let's move 4 and 2. Quality check between Baird. Yeah, that's probably going to be. If they got anybody with hit, skill, and power, we'll go Redmond. Get him out of there. And 2. Oh, that's the one that they could roll, so they're going to get a scoring chance. So another scoring chance for Baird. And it will be a play save required by Coran, and he makes it. Man, he's coming up big. So it stays 2-2. Let's go ahead and rotate these guys. All right. 2 versus 3. And for the checking for the smart quality, neither of them have it. So that is a uneventful segment. We stay 2-2. Roll again. 4 versus 2 this time, and we're going to check for smart. They both have it. Another uneventful segment. Conley again. Denied. And a penalty check. 1 versus 5. They're if Sanders is going to get the penalty. So Alberta again will go on the power play. See if Coran can make the stop. 1, 2, or 3. Can't make the stop. So let's go ahead and move these guys. So a goal for Alberta. It will be player with the best shot. That'll be Patnode with his second. And that will make it 3-2 Alberta. And we did rotate. Let's go ahead and move him since he scored. Visitor scoring chance. Oh, no. Home goalie must make a shot save. Here's Corinne. Needs to roll 1 or a 2. Oh, another goal. Can't make the stop. 5 will be the choice player. That would probably be Harrison. So. And Harrison. And that will make it 4-2 Alberta. And a visitor scoring chance again. Any player with a triangle creates a goal. That'll be Hamilton. So 3 goals in this segment. They just explode. Wow. Let's move Hamilton out of there. I guess he would have rotated anyway. got to get out of this segment. Oh, there's a home scoring chance. 61. And it looks like it's going to be a power play goal for Minnesota. Yeah, the goals they're lighting the lamp. Be Johnson. We'll move Ryan and Walters. And it looks like this will end the... Yes, that'll end the segment. And we still have one segment left. I gotta keep rolling ones. A visitor scoring chance. Choice visitor player rolls for rebound goal using shot stars +2. Who's the best guy? Oh, they don't have much. So it's got to be a 2 or better. And it's not. So that's the segment. So that'll be 6-2 Alberta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It's 5. I think I've got this wrong. It's 5-2. Alberta scored here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's 5-2. 5-3. Right, I've got a power play goal from Johnson, a goal from Klatt, and a goal from McMillan. So it's 5-3. Man, I got to do a better job of keeping track of this. 5-3 as we go into the final period. All right. And that'll be a quality check. 2 versus 1. Barry against Antovich. For speed, they both have it, so that'll kill that. Second segment. Saints need some goals. This will be another quality check between 5 and 1. Joyle and Speck. Checking for Smart. Oh, it's going to be a goal chance for the Oilers. Oops. Wouldn't be a play stream unless I dropped a die off the table. Grant's got to make the play save, and he does. So they stay in it for the moment. 3 segments left. And it's a home scoring chance. 45. Any home player with a power play symbol is going to score a power play goal, but unfortunately there are none. That was a missed opportunity for the Saints. 2 segments left. And it's a visitor scoring chance. That does not bode well. Any home player with a square will stop the goal. Yeah, so Ball will make the stop. And we also swap out Ridmond and Fontaine. This is the last. They got to score here in order to have a chance at the empty net late. It's a penalty. And they're both the same, so that will do it. They're not within a goal, so there's no empty net shot added on. And Alberta, we're going to have a scoreless third period, and Alberta will win this 5-3 to tie up the Saints series at 1-1. So the Saints lose this one. In our event in Minnesota, they won this one 3-1. In fact, Bill Hild was wanting to coach them, but he had to leave early. It was starting to get dark, and he wanted to drive back to South Dakota. So I finished the game, and the Saints won that game 3-1. But they lost here today 5-3. So we now move to baseball. Let's get this out of here. And the Minnesota Millers, the Minneapolis Millers, and the St. Paul Saints. Let's get the baseball game out. Get my hockey game put away. And let's see, where's my score sheet? Here's my score sheet. So these teams were made. These this 1950. It's the 1955 Double A League, American Association, which I guess was. I'm not sure whether that was Double A or Triple A. But Bruce Scott from Sterling, Colorado, made these teams many years ago, 2013, and they're still on the PLAAY website. Sam, could you get me some tokens, some base running tokens? I neglected to grab some. Just give me 3 blue chips. Let's see here. Hold this over here. Thank you. Get this all set up, and then we need red, blue, and the decider. We'll have St. Paul be the home team. So that means that St. Paul will pitch first. So we're going to put our Minneapolis pitcher here, our Minneapolis batting order. Let's see, here's going to go here. So Minneapolis will bat first, and their dugout will go there. So Al Worthington on the mound for the Millers. Chuck Templeton will pitch for the Saints. And there's our backups and bullpen for St. Paul. So Minneapolis Millers and the St. Paul Saints. 1955 American Association action with History Maker Baseball Express. This is a pretty high-scoring league. Pitching was not great. Lots of walks. In our Minnesota action, man, we scored a ton of runs. We did not, at that point, have the dynamic quality in the game book, so we will add that. That will tamp the scoring down some. So all pitching in this season is dynamic. All right, so Minneapolis will bat first. George Wilson. Templeton. Let's see, 466. He is not a workman, but Wilson is a hero. So men on base. He is semi-stoic, so we will get... Oh, the bases are going to be loaded. Holy cow. Right off the bat, we have bases loaded. We could get another 20-10 game here. And right off the bat, we're going to the mob chart. That's crazy. 55. Batting team dissonance. I got to use the dot. Or pitching team harmony. No. So it's a single. And that will score 2. And right off the bat, we get runs across the plate. Monty Irvin. Is he a scrapper? He is not a scrapper. So he's gonna clear the bases with a triple. So 2 more runs are in. Monty Irvin with a big triple. Here's Rance Pless. And another triple result, I believe, unless he's a scrapper. He's not. That will get in another run. We could have a 20-20 game here. And here's Sawatsky. And that is a home run. And then the inning mercifully ends. 7 runs in to start the game for Minneapolis. Sawatsky with a 2-run homer, and then the inning ends. Well, You can't say I didn't tell you. All right, here's Worthington facing Larker. And his dynamics and no runs. Well, that was quick. Templeton facing Terwilliger in the second. Let's see. He's not a sad sack. We're going to have men on base again. Again, I got a black die 6. He is flashed. It'll take it to a 5, though. So that'll put runners on second and third. So again, the Millers are threatening. Templeton does not have the stuff today. Let's go ahead and roll on. I'll give him one chance to get out of it. Is he patient? He is patient. Look at that. Walks to load him up. I think we got to get Templeton out of there. But they've got no bullpen. I think we need to get him out of there with the bases loaded. Yeah, let's get somebody in there. I got to roll the die to represent the bullpen. 6, 1. That's going to be bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meliere will represent the bullpen for Minneapolis. He will be an ace for this pitch, though. And that will get him out of it. So, no runs in, but they did load him up again. Stays 7-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Worthington facing Hartsfield. 355. And he is not a star pitcher. Did not get the dot. But because Hartsfield's not a champion, there'll be no runs scored. So, again, the Millers get out of it, and it stays 7-0. Eddie Brassoud, 4.56. Pitcher is fresh. Batter's not a champion, so possible solo home run, but no slugger. So nothing in for the Millers that inning. We go to the bottom of the third, still 7-0. Worthington against Sharman. Let's see. Sharman's not utility, so we're going to have an RBI. No runs in. So Sharman pops one out. And we go to the top of the fourth, 7-0. Let's see. Sad sack batter. No, we got a possible RBI. Yeah, so it's an RBI hit for Wilson. Wilson drives one in, and then the inning ends. And so the Millers add to their lead 8-0. Bottom of the fourth, Bert Hamrick at the plate for St. Paul in our Day of Saints action. And that will be no runs. Oh, check for the solo home run. He's not a slugger. Would have been had he been, but he's not. So Hamrick sends one to center field to end the inning. Stays 8-0. Top of the fifth, and the bullpen working it for the Millers. Oh, I've got the wrong guy in here. How did Miller? He should not be in here. I somehow had Floyd Milliere in the St. Paul stack. Let's find a workman here. We'll put Rutherford on there. My bad. I almost printed these on different colored card stocks because I'm not that familiar with them. But as it turns out, no harm done. They're both workmen. So Rutherford was the guy that's getting the outs for St. Paul, representing the St. Paul bullpen. Okay, so let's see. Top of the fifth, 2.56. Star pitcher, he's not. Champion batter, he is. Got men on base. We are going to reduce that by 1, so there'll be a runner on first. So Ron Northey starts out the inning with a single for the Millers off the St. Paul bullpen. And we're going to go to the mob chart. Is he eager? He is not. Monty Irvin is not eager. So it'll be a walk. Putting men on first and second. Here's Rance Pless. Fresh pitcher, Rutherford. The bullpen is going to get the ground out. That'll end the inning. So nobody comes across. And we stay 8-0. Man, the Millers got to get something going here. I mean, the Saints need to. The Millers got something going early on. All righty, 155. Not an ace. He is a hero. So there's something for the Saints. Men on base will, let's see, his stoic rating will reduce that to a 4. We need the runners on first and third, I guess, is what they'll get. So a threat for St. Paul against Worthington. The first real threat Worthington's had. Morin. He's got a big lead, though. Home Run King hits a home run. Oh, it's a home run for Walt Morin. So that will put 3 runs in. And Worthington might get the hook here if he can't deliver. We stay on the mob chart. 33 Scrapper is going to hit a single. It's a triple for Hudson. We're going to let him face one more batter. Why do that? We're going to cut it off right now. So Minneapolis is going to bring in. We'll bring in. I guess I should roll, and it's going to be the same guy. It'll be Milliere. Little deja vu there. So Milliere will represent the Millers bullpen, facing Yellen, and he will be an ace. Not a struggle. Oh, look out! That's going to score Irvin. He does not have control, so we're going to get another first and third situation and another run in. So the Millers are starting to bleed runs. Norm Larker represents the tying run, 7-4 right now. And we stay on the mob chart. 13, fresh pitcher. Yeah, there's the relief pitcher. He's going to get the strike or the pop out. So that'll take those runners off the base. And but a nice inning for the Saints makes it 7-4, or rather 8-4. 8-4, sorry. Sawatsky had that big home run, leads off the 6th inning for Minneapolis. And that will be an RBI single for Sawatsky. And then the inning ends, so that will make it 9-4. Bottom of the 6th. Let's see, is he utility? No. And we have another RBI opportunity, but it does not fall for Hartsfield. And no run score. We go to the 7th. It is 9-4 Minneapolis. Wayne Terwilliger against the Saints bullpen. Pitcher is fresh. We got both bullpens going. And Terwilliger's a hero. So he's going to get men on base with bases loaded and no adjustment for the base running. So bases are going to be loaded for Minneapolis. And again, the St. Paul bullpen is in trouble on the mob chart with Don Bolweg. Ironfielder commits an error. Oh, and Bill Sharman is ironed. Oh, that's bad. A run comes in. An unearned run. Sharman's glove costs the Saints a run. 16. Goodeye rolls again. He's not, so that'll be a strikeout to end the inning. Excuse me. But they do get another run in. Leaves the bases stuffed, though. Could have been worse. It's 10-4, Minneapolis. And bottom of the 7th, Bert Hamrick. Let's see. Milliere is a workman. So we're going to have men on base. Oh, we are going to. He's not active. He's semi-active, but not active this time. That'll put runners on first and third. So a rally possible for the Saints. Jasper Spears. But the fresh bullpen gets out of the jam. And it stays 10-4. Eddie pursued top of the 8th. And we're going to have men on base, but he does not have flash. We're going to runner on first. Pursued legs out a single. And here's George Wilson. And is he a scrapper? He's not. That'll be a home run for George Wilson, and the inning ends. Wow, 2 more runs in for the Millers. Makes it 12-4. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-4-6. Need a big inning for the Saints, right? And it is going to, instead, they're going to get a solo home run out of it from Walt Morin. They'll get 1 run, but that is it. We go to the 9th with the Millers up 12-5. Ron Northey. No runs. He is not a champion. Oh, wait, he is. No, he's not a champion. No dots, so no runs. So it's all up to Bud Hudson for the Saints. They're down 12-5. And let's see, he is not a sad sack. They're gonna get men on base. They're gonna get men on first and third. Here's Ernie Yellen. And the bullpen gets him out. So no runs are in. That'll be our final. 12 for the Millers. Saints get 5. Your classic American Association slugfest. Lots of bad pitching, bad fielding, and big hitting. All right, so there you go. So the Saints are now down 2 games. So they lost 2 of the 3 so far. And now we're going to go to soccer to try to even it up. There's some familiar names in this 55 American Association. Monty Irvin is one of them. It is really a cool set to play. Lots of runs, lots of scoring in that league. I think they averaged 8 walks a game too. So, all right, soccer. Here we go with soccer. And for this one, I do have a score sheet. We'll get this set up here. We do have to set this up, though. Final game of All Saints Day. And the best the Saints can do is to tie at 2 games each. I should have had something planned for a 5th game, but I don't have anything. All right, so we're going to play the Southampton Saints, and we're going to have them play against the Ted Lasso AFC Richmond team that we made for a newsletter freebie a couple of years ago. In our Minnesota event, they played against, I forget who it was they played against, Bournemouth again, I think. It's on the blog post, but I thought, well, since the Saints aren't in the current EPL, I thought I would have them play against the 2020 team against the Ted Lasso team. I don't get that Ted Lasso team on the table often enough. So let's go ahead and make our stacks. Stacks of 2. Danny Ings. This is not a bad Southampton team. McCarthy will be in the goal, and our subs will be over here. Of course, we won't call on them until the second half. And for AFC Richmond, McAdoo and Reynolds, Rojas and Obasanya, Canterbury and Jamie Tart, the guy that was traded to Man City. He was on loan from Man City, actually. There's Roy Kent, the Roy Kent. They got a song about him. Shannon and Montlaur, and then Zorro will be in goal. And here will be the subs over here. Let's see if the Saints can beat Ted Lasso. here we go. I guess I need to change dice color, don't I? I need black, white, green, and the decider. This is another game I haven't played in a while, but I think I remember the gist of it. The thing that's most confusing about this for me is having the home team be on the top and the visiting team be on the bottom. You can thank Andy Lewis for that. He's the one that talked me into doing that. I know that's the way they do it in the EPL. Oh, I dropped the die again. Get my white die. I know that's the way they do it. And whoa, happy to oblige. Not really happy, but I'm willing to oblige, I guess. All right. Oh, I need my score sheet, don't I? And now we are ready. All right. So a green die 1 or 6 means an automatic chance. A 2 or 4 is an extended action where you get a yellow card and an action segment. 3 and 5 are regular routine action segments. Let's begin. Now we're going to start with a visitor scoring chance. Right off the bat. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong die. The green die is a 2. So that will be a extended. We're not going to track yellow cards on this, by the way. So we're just going to put an X in the first segment, and then we're going to look at the second segment. So it's going to be choice versus 1. So the this is where I've got to remember. So the black is home, and that goes on the top. So it's a choice Saints player against McAdoo. Who do we want? I think we want a quick advantage right off the bat. So we'll send Danny Ings against him. We're going to check for a touch. Oh, and they both have it. So nothing doing on that one. Ings had an opportunity but couldn't take advantage. And now we get the visitor scoring chance for AFC Richmond. If the home team has 2 or more square symbols, I see 1, but I do not see 2. So looks like McCarthy has got to make a on-target save. 1, 2, or 3, and he does. So McCarthy saves it for Southampton. That was fortunate for them. Let's go and rotate. Home 4, visitor 3. We're in the 15th minute of play. A routine segment. And it'll be 5 versus 3. I guess we really don't need the decider, do we? Not at this moment, anyway. We're checking for pace, so Richmond's going to have the advantage on that, and it's a goal chance for Southampton. Let's see. I want to make sure I get the right save thing, though. Let's see. Reroll the black and white dice. Read the result, black die first from the appropriate chance chart. Oh, yeah, that's right. So he's got a chance to score. Right. Now I'm remembering. So Southampton generates a scoring chance. We're going to go to the home chance chart and reroll. Let's go and move them. So Redmond and what was it? Reynolds? I'm just gonna rotate, and we're gonna roll on the home chance chart. 22 corner kick, header chance for home player 2. That's Bednarik. I believe I got to roll a 1 for him to score. Yes. Oh, he got it! Heads it in. Bednarik scores the goal for Southampton, the Saints. Bednarik header. Nice. On the chance created by what was it? It was Redmond, right? Redmond. Nice. So the Saints take a 1-0 lead. 20th minute. And we're going to have a yellow card. And then we're going to have a check between Ings and Shannon. Ings and Shannon were checking for the hard quality. Neither of them have it. So that will be an X also. So just some routine dribbling going on there. Go to the 30th minute. And the Saints are up 1-0. And we're going to have a visitor scoring chance. Homekeeper's got to make a routine. Oh, homekeeper makes a routine save of a visitor shot. It was a weak shot. The chance ends. So nothing comes in. And we will rotate 5 and 6. I'm sorry. Home 5. And choice for AFC Bournemouth. Let's go ahead and rotate Reynolds. The 35th minute. And it'll be a home chance for the Saints. 15. They got 7 or more circle symbols? I don't think so. No. Oh, it's a counterattack. Oh, my gosh. So counterattack, we're going to re-roll. So it's a counterattack for AFC Richmond. Here they go. If they got 3 or more triangle symbols, I see 3. Yes, Kent's got 1, and Tart has 2. A shot chance for a goal by choice player. A no-save shot chance. Sorry, so no-save possible. McCarthy's out of position. Tart's got five stars. He's taking the shot, and he puts it in. So AFC Richmond gets a goal from Jamie Tart, the equalizer. That was an easy goal. McCarthy way out of position. So it's now 1-1. In the 40th minute, let's go ahead and move Tart. And let's see. I guess we don't really have to move anybody else, do we? We already rotated it. 32. And this will be another visitor chance. That's not good. Visitor player 5, that is Richard Montlauer. Rolls against his assist rating, which is 1 star, plus 2, so it's a 3. Creates an on-target shot that the keeper must. So let's see if he gets the on-target shot first of all. And he does not, so that'll end that. And 3 versus 2. And now we're in the stoppage time of the first half. And another visitor chance. It's a corner kick chance, header by visitor player 3. That's Canterbury. So if I roll 1, he heads it in. And, almost over the bar. And we go to halftime with the score tied 1-1. And let's see, we got to change 2 and 1. All right, we'll start the second half. Now we'll be able to go to subs after a couple of minutes. 1-1. I think our Minnesota game 10 years ago ended in a tie as well, also 1-1. So we'll start with a yellow card, and then we will do a quality check between 3 and 6. 3 is the home team. Ings. Oh, that's good, though. Who do they want to match up against him? Probably Roy Kent. We're checking for touch. Oh, and Ings is gonna get past him. Ings is going to create a scoring chance for Southampton as he dribbles past Roy Kent. 61 for the home team. Visitor keeper makes a routine save of the home shot, and the chance ends. Well, that was kind of wimpy. So nothing in for Southampton after that great move. Let's see. We got to move Medolo, and let's move Romo. All right. 55th minute of play. And it's a routine segment. 3 versus choice. Ooh, who do they have? Probably Jamie Tart again. We're going to check for, hard. Neither of them have it, so. He tries to dribble around Redmond, but Redmond manages to break it up. And we go to the 60th minute. Now subs are in play. If I roll 6, and the score is still 1-1. Routine segment, and both of the sub stacks. How about that? We're gonna check. Oh, they both just have pace, so this is probably going to be, an X. So they're both going to rotate to the bottom. And we go to the 65th minute, still tied at 1. Now we have a home chance. I'm sorry, visitor chance. That's Richmond, 65. It's an oh my result. Oh my. Home team puts the ball in their own net. An own goal. The Saints give up an own goal. What? McCarthy is obviously not having a day. So it's a goal for AFC Richmond, putting them up 2-1. Let's go ahead and move. Let's see, home 5 and visitor 3. So now it's 2-1 in the 70th minute. And we have a yellow card. And then we're going to check Ings, who we like, versus Goodman, the sub. They do have a sub. This might be a good time for them to use their sub chip on qualities, which means they're going to win this. And they might even actually get a scoring chance. So we'll take this off. So he's got all the qualities. And they're going to get a scoring chance because Goodman for this moment has pace and Ings does not. So the sub boost will help Richmond. We'll go to the visitor chance chart. Visitor player 1 rolls against his assist rating +2. So we got to roll a 1, 2, or 3, and we don't. So that will end that. The Saints still have their boost chip. They might need to use it here. Let's see, 45. It is going to be, it's going to be another visitor chance. Shoot. And I see 1, 2. How many squares do they have? I've only got 2 squares showing. So that's going to be an on-target save McCarthy must make because the Saints defense let him down, and he does not. So it's Richmond goal. Ted Lasso is pretty happy about this outcome. Let's see who scored it. It will be Jamie Tart with his second goal. And that should be the nail in the coffin in the 85th minute. They need to get a goal here and then have a chance to get something at the death. It'll be a routine segment. Let's see. Home 5, visitor 2. Checking for pace. Well, they are going to get something. So it's a scoring chance for Southampton. This could work out. 53. Through ball for the home team. Visitor keeper must make a reaction save on a rebound shot. So that's the first we're going to see of Zorro, who's only got 1 reaction star. So as long as they don't roll a 1, it's a goal for Southampton. Scores! So the Saints get a goal. Just in the nick of time. Let's see who scored it. Second most shot stars. Ward-Prowse. So that will make it 3-2. As we go into stoppage time. So they got to get a goal. Well, they don't have to get a goal here. They will get a chance at the death. This is going to be, it's going to be a home chance. They get a home chance. 34. If home team has one or more triangle symbols, Redmond has the only lonely triangle symbol, but that's enough. Shot chance by choice. Who have they got? It's going to have to be Redmond. He's only got 2 stars. Needs a 1 or a 2. He gets it. He puts it in. Nathan Redmond with a goal. Wow. Wow. That was pretty crazy. So they tie it up at 3. Redmond, the man of the match. Now we're in stoppage time. We do not do, well, no, we're not. That's going to be it. Because we don't have an at the death since the score is tied. It'll just end a tie. So 3-3 is our final. Redmond's goal, late. Well, actually, goals from Ward-Prowse and Redmond, late. Turn a 3-1 defeat into a 3-3 draw. They got to be happy with that. That's pretty satisfying. Although, that means the series will end with the Saints on the short end. 1 win for the Saints, 2 losses, and a draw. Well, it was close in Minnesota, too. It was 3-3-1, and then we did I think we did penalty kicks to decide who would actually win it, and the Saints actually pulled that out. So, not needed this time. Well, thank you for watching. Thanks for being part of All Saints Day here at the Play Games YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Hope you hope some of the folks that were there 10 years ago were watching in the chat room, or will watch this on the follow-up archived stream. And a happy All Saints Day to you too. Appreciate you watching today. Next week's show is all about golf. We will debut the new 2025 Pro World Golf card set, formerly known as Pro National Golf. We've rebranded it to give it a more international flair because it has sort of an international feel to it. We'll also reveal the 4 courses in our newest course collection 21. Thank you, Gideon Ames, for the hard work on putting that together. We can't wait to show you that and play around on one of the courses. Hope you can join us for that stream next week. Also, by the way, don't forget to check out our All Saints Day blog post, which I made today, which has some remembrances of the Minnesota event and some remembrances of some play gamers from the past who I'm sure you'll remember. And it's an appropriate time to think about them as well, I think. Until next week, Thursday, in our golf show, have a great weekend. Extra hour of sleep this week, which is always awesome as we return to standard time. We fall back to standard time, so don't forget to enjoy that. And we will plan on seeing you next week right here on the Play Games YouTube channel. Thanks for watching today.